This section of notes is really similar to the last section. We're still going to be looking at slope, but we're going to be looking at the slope of perpendicular lines. And we talked about perpendicular lines in the previous unit. Remember, perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and form right angles. Okay? And what we need to know about perpendicular lines have values of slope that are negative reciprocals of one another. In other words, perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. I think you can. What does negative reciprocal mean? All that means is just negative means opposite sign. So make a little note. That just means opposite sign. So perpendicular lines, that just means one slope is positive and the other slope is negative. Okay? Reciprocal just means flip fraction. So one slope is one fraction and the other one is the flip version of that. Okay? And we're practicing it here in this first example on how to write opposite or negative reciprocal slopes. So if we look at A, to write a negative reciprocal slope for 1/2, I like to do is you flip the fraction. So 1/2 when you flip it becomes 2/1. Literally just flip it. And then you change the sign. So it was a positive 1/2. So you change the sign to a negative 1/2. So that is a opposite reciprocal. Flip the fraction, change the sign. To make it even more proper, -2/1 just is the same as saying -2. Not a big deal if you leave it as -2/1. They're the same thing. But you might see it as -2 as well somewhere along the road. So you leave the 1 there, not a big deal. So the opposite reciprocal for a whole number is a little different. Whenever you have a whole number, remember that's technically over 1. Whenever you have a whole number, that's technically over 1. So when you flip it, it's going to become 1/5. And then that was a positive 5, so we change the sign to a -1. So there is the opposite reciprocal. Flip the number of fraction, change the sign to the opposite. So we look at C, our fraction is 2/3. Okay, so when we flip it, it becomes 3/2. And then you change the sign. Well, it started out negative, so that means it's going to turn positive. So it's done. That would be the opposite reciprocal slope. And then in this last one for -4, again we have a whole number, so technically it's over 1. Flip it, so it becomes 1/4. Change the sign. 4 was negative, now it's going to be positive. So those are opposite reciprocal slopes. Flipped and opposite. Now we're to think of it. Well, now we're going to apply this in similar problems to what we did in the last lesson. Okay. In example 2, we are given endpoints of 2 lines, and we need to determine if they are perpendicular, meaning negative reciprocal. Opposite sign, flip fraction. Okay, whenever you see that word perpendicular. Opposite sign, flip fraction. Okay. When you see the word parallel, think slope. Okay. Well, again, we have segment AB, so make sure A and B recall the slope formula from the last lesson is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then you label. Always x1 first and y1, then x2, y2 in that pattern. Plug the values in to the right side. So we're going to use 7 always minus negative 5, y2 minus y1, and then the bottom, x2 minus x1, which is negative 2. Check for your double negatives. Our double negatives always turn positive. Clean it up. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 12 over 3 simplifies down to 4. So the slope of AB is 4. Well, now let's take a look at the slope of CD. So C and D are going to match up. Label x1, y1, x2, y2, and plug those values into the correct spot in the slope formula. So we have 4 minus 6 over 5 minus negative 3. Check for your double negatives that are going to turn positive. 4 minus 6 in the top is negative 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then negative 2 over 8 simplifies down to negative 1 over 4. I'm sorry. Not 4 over 1. 1 over 4. Okay. So here's the slope for 4. For AB, and then there's the slope for CD. So now we have to determine based off the slopes, are these lines perpendicular? Well, first I always check that the easiest way are the opposite signs. Yes. 4 is positive, 1 4 is negative. So we can keep going. Then check and see are they flipped versions of each other. And they are, because 4 technically is over 1. So if we flip 4, it becomes 1/4. So the opposite is flipped. So yes, these are perpendicular. And you can write out the word perpendicular, or you can use a nice little upside down T symbol we talked about. That means perpendicular. And you can say negative, reciprocal, and you can abbreviate. If you just say perpendicular, that's fine. It doesn't say to explain. Your work kind of already explains that answer. I just like putting it so you can reference your notes. Alright, I'm going to do one more example together. Same thing, we were given the endpoints of 2 segments and we wanted to determine if those segments are perpendicular. So make sure we have segment AB. So A and B are going to match up. Label x1, y1, x2, y2, and plug your values into the slope formula. And that's already written at the top of your paper. y2 minus y1, 5 minus 1, and then the bottom, x2 minus x1, 8 minus 1. New double negatives. 5 minus 1 is 4. 8 minus 1 is 7. So our slope of AB is 4 over 7. 4 over 7 can't simplify. So we're done with that one. Other segment is CD, so we're going to make sure C and D match up. And label y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We have our double negative. Change it to a positive. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay. So here we have our slope for AB, and here we have our slope for CD. So check first, what are the opposites? Is one positive, one negative? Yes. Okay, so move on to the next step. Are they flipped versions of each other? And if we look, they're not. They're opposite, but the fractions are exactly the same, 4/7, 4/7. So because they're not flipped, these are not perpendicular. They're opposite, but they're not flipped. So they're not perpendicular. They have to be both in order to be perpendicular. They have to be opposite and flipped. If they don't fit both criteria, then they're not perpendicular. They're just going to intersect. Just when they intersect, they don't form right angles. Feel free to go back, watch the video. Now, go ahead and move on to the practice.